going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now at 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Off to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Beltran. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bearcats! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. This one's complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Beltran. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Makes the catch. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this.
There he goes. And he... for a nice gain. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. Bringing the heat. Was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A run for the quarterback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Might be the worst case scenario. Defense thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to throw, it's Flanagan using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bearcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Beltran. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 11 over Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The Bearcats in the hurry up. Grabbed in the middle. It's Culliver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Bearcats looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. First down and more. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. He's got his man. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Let's see what they do on third down. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Beltran. Quick strike complete. At midfield, he's got room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game, right?
Touchdown, UNC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Flanagan. Pulls it in, it's Culliver. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Beltran. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. And back to the air on second down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, Arrow.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sends it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Beltran. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like, thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Beltran. That's reeled in, it's Saunders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He's got him in the flat. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking for a crease. It's Pryor. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
Back to throw. It's Flanagan. He's got him. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting the
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing...
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Powers through the defender. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. He'll take a shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the offense coughs it up. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the right. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. 1st down sack pushes him back. Now it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You've already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail me coffin.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Going right to work up top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now to my guys in the booth, take it away.
The offense changing the play. Lewis to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jordan. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
somebody gets on the scoreboard, a first half of no points, 0-0, now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. He wants to change this route. Lewis wants to pass. Going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Running free. Touchdown, Buckeye. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They cough it up. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.